If you've been searching for a legit way to get funded fast and to keep more of your profits, you've probably come across Apex Futures funding. But is it really the best option out there, or just another firm that looks great until you try to get paid? In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know, from user reviews to the rules that most people miss. And at the end, I'll share the one feature that actually made me switch from my old firm to Apex. When it comes to evaluating a prop firm, traders' experiences tell the most important story. And like with any prop trading firm, Apex Futures funding has received its fair share of both praise and criticism. One longtime user shared that while his early experience with Apex was solid, he felt that recent changes made it harder to qualify and to get payouts. He claimed that his affiliate commissions had dropped and said that his payout requests were denied, ultimately deciding to leave the platform. Now, I don't know the full story here, but while that sounds rough, it's important to note that while reviews like this are not the norm, considering Apex serves tens of thousands of traders worldwide, and that overwhelming feedback is positive. That doesn't mean it's flawless, but it does mean that most people are having a solid experience. Take this trader, for example, who said that Apex was the best trading company he'd worked with. He called their pricing super competitive, said that conditions were fair, and payouts fast and reliable. Any tech hiccups, he said, were handled quickly. Another trader also shared that he found Apex to be the most professional and supportive prop firm he's tried. So what's the takeaway? Simple. Apex is not perfect, but most traders agree with me that it offers some of the best trading conditions and payout structures available in the prop trading world today. Now, let's get into what you actually get from this prop firm. Apex-funded Trader stands out from other prop firms by offering traders some of the most flexible, trader-friendly conditions in the industry. One of the first things that stood out to me about Apex was how fast you can qualify. Most firms I've looked at make you grind through 20 or even 30 days of evaluation just to get a shot. With Apex, you can pass all 20 of your eval accounts in under 7 trading days. That alone made it feel like I wasn't wasting time jumping through hoops. And unlike TopStep, which still has a 2-step evaluation process, Apex keeps it simple and lets you focus on trading, not the process. Then there's the trailing threshold. At first, I didn't think much of it, but once I started trading, I realized that this one feature completely changed how I approached things. With other firms, especially those using daily drawdowns, I constantly had to watch the clock and the number. But with Apex, the drawdown only adjusted when I hit new profits. That meant that I could stay focused on executing my strategy instead of fighting the rules. One trader mentioned the same thing. He said that the rules were so clear, it helped him stay laser focused during his 100K evaluation. And that's how it felt for me too. Position sizing was another thing I found refreshing. Some firms cap you or limit contracts in unexpected ways, but with Apex, what you see is what you get. You trade up to the max size stated, and there's no funny business or stealth restrictions. I've had firms pull back on contract limits and mid-evaluation, but Apex doesn't do that. One trader even said he liked how flexible Apex was with account sizes and praised the frequent promotions they run. And honestly, I've taken advantage of a few of those promos myself. They definitely help. But if I had to choose the biggest reason traders stick with Apex, it's the payout structure. When I first learned that they let you keep 100% of your first $25,000 in profits, I thought that it was a gimmick, but no, this is real. I've received 2 payouts now, and the 90% split after the initial 25K still blows most of the competition out of the water. To put that into perspective, TopStep only lets you keep the first $10,000 before lowering your percentage. That extra $15,000 with Apex adds up pretty fast. But even the best prop firms have their quirks, and Apex Futures funding is no exception there. Now, if you've been digging through forums or Reddit threads, you've probably seen a few traders grumbling about the rule changes. And yeah, Apex has tweaked a few things over the years, mostly around drawdowns and profit targets. Some traders felt blindsided, especially if the changes hit during a challenge that they were really close to passing. So that's pretty frustrating, I get it. But the fact that Apex communicates these changes openly puts them ahead of a lot of other firms. But here's the thing. Any prop firm that's been around for a while updates its rules. It's not some shady plot, it's just the nature of the game. Markets change, scams evolve, and firms like Apex have to adjust to stay sustainable. The key difference with Apex is that they're transparent about it. And that brings us to pricing. something that always plays a major role when choosing a prop firm. Now, I'll be honest, Apex Futures funding isn't the cheapest option out there, but based on my experiences, it's priced fairly for what you get. It might seem high if you're just exploring, but for serious traders who want clear rules and real payouts, it's a smart trade-off. Check the link in the description below for the most accurate, up-to-date pricing details, and you'll also find my current promotions or discounts listed there. We try to keep that link updated so you always know what's available. So, with flexible plans and competitive costs, Apex makes getting funded surprisingly accessible. If you're ready to trade with confidence, keep more of your profits, and finally get a payout that feels worth it, Apex might be your best shot. Click the link below to lock in your discount and start your evaluation today. And if you're still on the fence, stick around. We've got more prop firm reviews coming, so hit subscribe and don't miss the next one.